Peggy's Cove is Nova Scotia's #1 tourist attraction. It's a uniquely rugged little fishing community centered around a narrow ocean inlet and dominated by the famous lighthouse that stands high atop the community on wave-washed granite boulders. There are many stories as to how Peggy's Cove got its name. The one I like, because it has a rather romantic tinge to it, is the story of a shipwreck in which unfortunately many people lost their lives. In fact, there was only one survivor, Peggy. And she eventually married one of the people that lived in this community, and that is how they say it became to be known as Peggy's Cove. It's an artist's and photographer's mecca. William de Garth, who was born in 1907 in Finland, came to Peggy's Cove in 1926 and stayed here until his death in '82. He carved a living monument to Canadian fishermen. It isn't hard to understand why it is that this area brings out the artist in everybody who passes through Peggy's Cove. Long before the days of cameras, film, and video equipment, people relied on artists to give them accurate renderings of their loved ones and even themselves. The Art Gallery of Nova Scotia exhibits some of these works in the Spirit of Nova Scotia, an exhibition conceived by Richard Henning Field, who explains that there can sometimes be more to a painting than meets the eye. Smile, please.
John Pezant was a follower of Henry Align, who was one of the New Light missionaries in the early 19th century in Nova Scotia. It's oil on panel. It's a very early portrait, probably dating in the 1838-1840 period in its original frame. It was found in an attic in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, had apparently sat there for years upon years without much care or attention. One of the things that you'll notice in the John Pezant portrait is the fact that he has his mouth clasped tightly shut. And I wondered about this for a period of time until I realized that John Pezant had wooden teeth. And it was quite obvious that when he had his portrait painted, he did not want his wooden teeth to show. So he clasped his mouth shut very tightly. I think it adds an incredibly wonderful kind of humorous folk quality to this particular portrait. In some cases, house portraits and animal portraits were made for the same reasons as ship portraits, to show wonderful houses or prized animals, animals that perhaps were put up for stud, such as horses. In some cases, prize-winning bulls or cows would be shown. It's again a way for the owner to show off, you know, his particular material, and it's a way for him to state to other neighbors that, yes, you know, I have won this prize, or yes, I own this ship, or yes, you know, I've had my family portrait painted because I've been able to hire an itinerant portrait painter to do so, or I've been able to go to the city and sit for one.